Here we go then. 2 plain white cars at the front. Michael Olowski the lead of them. So Olowski leads away from Reinhard. Bruno checks it up so as not to hit the back of Mark. Already Olowski just pulling a small gap over Mark as they come down the main straight for the first time. Small mistake. Oh, Olowski makes a massive mistake and drops right down the field. So we now got Mark Reinhard out in front of this one. So that is a huge, huge mistake from Michael Olowski, dropping him all the way down the field as they cross the loop. Let's have a look. Mark Reinhard leading. Let's just see Michael Olowski all the way down in 8th position currently. So Mark Reinhard fighting a rearguard action from Bruno Coelho. Mark versus Bruno. Seen this one many, many times before. Alex Hagberg running in 3rd position. Bruno and Alex running race paint. Mark running the plain white body shell. Mark just trying to stretch his gap now. Still seeing Michael Olowski circulating, so he's not chosen to pull off. Of course, there's no tyre strategy for these modified guys. They have got a fresh set of tyres for every final, so pointless pulling off to save tyres. Olowski just needs to keep on going in this one. Reinhard still leading this one from Bruno. Bit of a slide there from Mark. Tail of the car looking a little bit loose. Just checking lap times. There's about half a second between them on that one. So big news story already is the mistake from Michael Olowski that dropped him all the way down the field. He is up into 6th position. He's managed to get back past Antoine Brunet, but the front 3 already making a break for it, or have made a break for it. Mark Reinhard leading, Bruno Coelho in 2nd, Alex Hagberg in 3rd. We're seeing all 3 cars in shot at the moment. Mark Reinhard, the all-white coloured car. Bruno Coelho, the white, yellow and orange coloured car. Alex Hagberg, the white and green coloured car. Checking out lap times, it was a slow lap from Mark last time round, a 15.5 versus a 15.3. 15.4s for both of them this time. So Mark managing the gap. What have we got? 2 minutes left. Bruno still fighting with Alex at the moment. So we're focused on Bruno and Alex's battle. I'm not sure how much of a battle this is, or if Alex is just content to sit there and circulate behind Bruno, let the pair of them try and close in on Mark, as we were explaining. These two don't want to be fighting each other when the chance for a win is running down the road. What have we got? 1 minute 30 left. Last time round it was a 15.5 from Mark, a 15.6 from Bruno, 15.7 from Alex Hagberg. So Mark very slightly quicker by a 10th on that lap. This is going to come down to fine margins, small mistakes. Looks a little bit closer that time. 15.6 versus a 15.5. So a 10th taken by Bruno Coelho over Mark Reinhard. Pair of them, these 2 cars. In fact, Mark now still edging away. Under a minute left now for Mark. Mark, the all-white coloured car just disappearing out the front of your shot. Bruno, the car in focus in the middle of your shot. Another 10th taken by Bruno on that one. Mistake from Bruno, so Bruno puts it on the grass as well. So that is Mark Reinhard leading now from Alex Hagberg. So that's let Mark right off the hook. Bruno was edging towards him. What do we got? 20 seconds left. So Mark Reinhard from Alex Hagberg. Chrissy Krapp up into 3rd position. Michael Olowski has made his way back up to 4th position. How long have we got? The 10 seconds. Oh, they're going to make an extra lap. They are not. So time has expired. Mark Reinhard is going to cross the line to take leg number 1 on that one. Mark Reinhard takes that from Alex Hagberg. Chrissy Krapp in 3rd position. Michael Orlowski recovers to 4th after that grassy moment earlier on. Drops him all the way down to 8th position.
A couple of your top competitors kind of dropped out in that one. How did you see it?
Yeah, maybe kind of lucky, but yeah, I don't know what happened to Michael. I think he might hit the curb in the Omega, which is always kind of loose, and then he tried to correct it and I guess he just jumped the chicane. Good for me, bad for him, but I took it, and with Bruno behind it was okay. Now I have to really focus on my driving. No mistakes, but still driving calm, and I could keep the gap all the time, so he was not really close to make a move, and yeah, I'm really happy with the performance of the car, and the driving was good, so couldn't ask for more.
Well, it was a great result, obviously, to kickstart the A3 finals. So good luck in A2.
Thank you. I hope I can repeat it as well. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Off the line, little bit of a weave for Mark Reinhard. Michael Orlowski gets away cleanly. He'd done the same last time. It was further round. Just a small bobble from Bruno. Let's let the front 2 get away. So these all white coloured cars. It was here last time that Michael Orlowski made a mistake. He has navigated that. Mark Reinhard trying to apply the pressure. Mark, the only driver that can win it in this leg. With a win overall, Michael Orlowski will be trying to get away. Mark got the bit between his teeth. Suspect the chicken wing is in attendance on the rostrum. His arm will be fully raised. He can sniff a victory here. Michael Orlowski versus Mark Reinhard. Michael Orlowski is the lead of the 2 white cars. Mark Reinhard, the second of the 2 all white coloured cars. Bruno Coelho trying to join in. Bruno is running his traditional race paint, but we are running with the top 2 at the moment. Reinhard looked like he was close enough to have a look. He looks like he's maybe got a bit more pace than Michael Orlowski. These 2 great friends. Mark acting almost as a bit of a mentor for Michael Orlowski. Mark has a chance. Looks like Mark's got a slightly quicker car if he can find his way through. Orlowski not looking particularly comfortable. I would think unless Orlowski is trying to back Mark into Bruno, but that would be a very, very brave call at this point. I think he'd be just trying to get off and down the road. But Bruno is definitely catching it as well. So this is about to become a lead 3. Let's have a look at lap times. Orlowski with a 15.4, Mark with a 15.3, Bruno with a 15.2. So the quickest car is the 3rd of these 3 cars as they flash down the main straight. Bruno now with them. The front 3 have made a break for it. It's starting to feel like it's spitting with rain possibly. There's just a bit of moisture in the air. Reinhard looking like he is more comfortable. He wants past Orlowski. He's on the curb, but he doesn't want to open a gap for Bruno either. Just coming out onto the main straight once more. Reinhard still trying to find his way past. Orlowski just keeping this one super tight. Bruno now fancying a shot at Mark. That's made him go a little bit defensive, and it's allowed Orlowski just to stretch away a little bit sideways there for Mark. He hung on to it, but he'll just be wanting to keep that a little bit tighter. He needs to escape if he possibly can. Just seeing some spots of rain starting to appear, as if we didn't need any more drama in this final. Mark Reinhard now looks like he's applying more and more pressure, and Mark Reinhard has a little half spin there. Wonder if that is a bit of moisture on the track. Bruno Coelho up into 2nd position now, so now Bruno applying pressure. More and more spits of rain, so the track is going to start getting really slippery. Lap times are going to go through the roof. Bruno Coelho then to the outside, tries to power past Michael Orlowski. Mark Reinhard still running in 3rd position. They're just struggling to get the car slowed down, turned in. Bruno now all over the back of Michael. Mark Reinhardt's on the grass. Bruno now slithers through. Bruno, oh, they touch. So Bruno and Michael coming out onto the main straight. The track's really slick. There are spots of rain definitely falling and making this track slick. Bruno looks up the inside. He's trying. He's got a little bit more pressure. He's got the inside. Fantastic move from Bruno. So Bruno now through on Michael Orlowski. Alex Hagberg is in third position, but we are watching Bruno. Michael has a go around the outside, looks for it, tucks back. Michael gets it back with a fantastic move. So Michael throwing caution to the wind, nicking that one back. Fantastic display of driving from these two drivers who have pretty much carved up the touring car world between them this year. Not really raced each other that much, but a mistake then from Orlowski. That lets Bruno through. How long have we got left? We have got final 20 seconds. So we are going to possibly have this lap and one more. Just having a look, 10 seconds left. I think they're just going to make it. So Bruno comes through. Bruno and Michael are on to their final lap. And I think everybody else is finished. So this is Bruno versus Michael for the leg win. Only two drivers. Michael launches it, doesn't make it. So Bruno takes the leg win from Michael Orlowski.
All right, we're here with leg 2 of the mod final, Bruno Coelho. So that was amazing. Just talk us through that.
Yeah, it was very good. I felt much more confident now. We changed the car for this final. So from the beginning, I felt confident. I had like a spun out in the beginning, which was unexpected. I don't know why it happened. But I felt immediately the car was better than the round before. So I was able to catch the guys in front. And then suddenly, like unexpected, started to rain. And we could see the rain, you know. Yeah. So we knew that at any moment we will lose completely the traction. So I started immediately to drive super smooth and to see what happened. So Mark was the first to spin out, and then I started to catch Orlovsky, and I saw that he was struggling a little bit. So I just tried to drive with him and like wait for the mistake, not being me the first doing the mistake. Yeah, and then I was able like kind of to pass him, and then suddenly stopped to rain and the track dried up. So I was like, Orlovsky was outside on me, and I was like not expecting to have that much traction, and he had the traction to continue. And I was like, okay, the traction is back, so I started to force again, and we fight again. Then he touched the grass, I believe, and I passed him, and then I tried to survive until the end.
Now, I asked you earlier, I said, racing around Portugal, you probably had a lot of experience in the rain. You said, I don't want to answer that.
Yeah, it's my first official race on rain. I never drove before. I drove, I think, ENS like 10 years ago, but it was with foam tires on nitro. And now it's my official first drive like on the rain. So I don't have any experience, but I mean, I like it.
Well, we love it. We love to see the racing, and good luck in A3.
Thank you very much.
Orlowski gets the jump on Reinhard and Bruno, so front three away cleanly. The two all-white coloured cars. The first of those is Michael Orlowski. The second is Mark Reinhard. Bruno Coelho running his familiar race paint of white, black and orange. So first lap in, Reinhard looks like he's pushing up to the rear of Michael Orlowski. So they come out onto the main straight once more. So remember, the second and third place cars both have a leg win each. The lead car of these does not have a leg win yet. Coming around, Mark Reinhardt's going to be trying to apply some pressure as they come out onto the main straight. He needs to be passed. Michael Orlowski, if he can. Michael driving quite defensive. Mark looking like he's got some good pace in his car there. Comes out towards the main straight, down the main straight once more. Round through the banked sweeper. Mark Reinhardt still trying to find his way up. These front three have already checked out. Just ebbing and flowing between the three of them. Mark had a relatively clean run in leg number one. Just looking at the predicted times, it's a 19,500. Sorry, let's have a look at the predicted times. Just get an update on the timing. It's a 20 and 5:11. Still these front three together. Orlowski Still just holding on, and a change there for the lead. So Orlowski makes a small mistake. Reinhard dives for the inside. That drops Orlowski out of it. So it is now Mark versus Bruno. Each of these guys with a leg win. Orlowski has dropped down the field. Mark Reinhard moves to the front from Bruno. So this is now winner takes all. This is, if Mark wins this, Mark is European champion. If Bruno wins it, Bruno defends his title. Mark, of course, winning this a couple of times. Bruno winning it. Bruno trying to set up Mark as they come down the main straight once more. So it looks like Michael Orlowski now out of this one. The battle for the European title going down to the wire. Mark Reinhard, the all-white coloured car. Bruno Coelho, the white, black and orange coloured car. Mark still leading this one with just over 2 minutes left. Bruno crawling all over the curbs, all over the rear of Mark's car, trying to find an opening, trying to find a way through. Bruno goes a little bit high around the banking, tries to cut it down. Mark takes a little bit too much curb there, gets it slowed down. Still just ebbing and flowing between them. Bruno, what's he do? He's slightly tighter line. Cuts it a little bit low that time. He's right there. But Bruno, so far, not finding an opening past Mark. Mark's chicken wing will definitely be in attendance. His elbow will be up on the driver's rostrum. You can guarantee that. Mark Reinhard still leading this one with, what have we got? Just under 1 minute 20 to go. So Bruno still pressuring, crawling all over the back of Mark. Been a great set of finals here, and not quite enough of a gap. Bruno still trying to size up Mark. Just focusing on these lead two. Bruno again all over the back of Mark down the main straight once more through the sweeper. Mark still hanging on, not giving any kind of an opportunity to Bruno. How long have we got left? 45 seconds remaining. Bruno Coelho still trying to find his way past Mark Reinhard. Coming in towards 30 seconds, so they're going to have, let's have a look. They're both predicting 20 lap runs. So small mistake there for Bruno, drops him off the back of Mark. That may well be enough. They're about to start what is going to be their final lap. Bit of breathing space for Mark. In fact, Mark may well just make the extra lap looking at the predicted times. Let's just have a look. This is going to be super close. But as they come across the line, does Mark make the extra lap? Mark has finished. So Mark Reinhard takes the European Championship for 2024. So with Mark Reinhard, 2024 European champion.
Yeah, it had been a while, man. Of waiting for it for a long time, I guess.
You had a little opportunity to pass Michael. You went past, he made the small mistake, you went past him, then Bruno was winding on a lot of pressure in that leg.
Yeah, I could see like I think I had a bit better pace than Michael, but just to try to give him a bit breathing room in the beginning, just to settle down a bit, and then yeah, I could see end of the straight. I made a lot. I had to get lift early end of the straight, and then Bruno was catching me as well, so I was like, okay, I have to be closer to Michael just to put him under pressure. And then unfortunately, I think on the loop on the left, he was a bit wide or hit the curb, and I wasn't inside, and then I had to take the opportunity, and yeah, for him that he on the side-by-side move, he just I think he spun in the grass. But from this moment on, I was like, okay, now it's Bruno had a win, I had a win. I just need to stay in front of him. And then I had one really tough lap where I hit the down chicane on the curb, and the car went sideways. Luckily, I could stay in front of Bruno. He would have done a great job, like backing off, and I tried to control. But yeah, it was a hard fight with Bruno.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it definitely looked it. I mean, we were a little bit relieved up there when Michael made that mistake, because we were trying to work out like what the possible results were with Michael winning it and where you would have all ended up there. But yeah, you breathe a bit easier though once Bruno made that little mistake about sort of 40 seconds from the end. Yeah,
definitely. When he made this in the same spot, if he made this the mistake, I could, like you said, I could breathe a bit more, and was like, okay, just keep it on the asphalt and just try to bring it home, and yeah, it worked out. Super happy.
Okay, well done, and you won the title back after, it's quite a long time, last time you won it.
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly last time you won it, but yeah, it's good to see you still up there, still winning it back.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy to be like to still show that I can fight with the stars of the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna take this and go on for the next one and hope to repeat the same thing.
Same at the Worlds?
I'll be there.
Fair enough. Well done. So that's Mark Reinhard.
Thank you.